I feel my jump into marketing for my business was a little bit different than most. My mentor, he taught me paid ads right from day one that I started my business, and I didn't care about organic marketing back then. What I posted on social media, it really didn't matter to me. It was actually just kind of nice living in that moment for a little bit. But if I started my business completely from scratch today, I definitely would do things a little bit differently. I'd not only focus on paid ads and investing in my business, but I would also focus on the organic side of things. Organic being not spending money to promote my business. It not only will help grow a business a lot quicker nowadays, but it builds this solid foundation for your paid marketing to lean into. So, I want to share 12 different ways to generate leads for your business this year without spending money on ads. Hello, my friend. Welcome back to another episode of the More Than Social podcast. Today, we are diving deep into literal gold. Okay. We are going to lean on organic ways to really grow your business and generate leads online. That way, you can either keep more money actually inside of your business and spend less on ads, or increase the amount of leads that you get every single month, day, week, whatever works for you. So just know that these methods are something that you can do alongside your paid ads. And when you actually run paid ads with this solid foundation, trust me, you're going to see better results. Now, why? Well, for really a few reasons. So, typically, organic marketing brings in a warmer audience because you aren't paying essentially to put yourself in front of them. The likelihood that they've been following you or at least digging into your social media or your content a little bit more becomes a little bit more likely. But also, the organic methods allow you to test new things without actually spending money on it. Your warm audience is honestly the best people to test things on. You don't have to spend money to test different marketing ideas. Post in front of people who already are interested in you. And if it converts, then you're going to be more confident when you do put some paid ads behind it or money behind it. So, you ready for these 12? Okay, so like I said, I'm going to point out 12 different ways to generate leads online. I'm saying point out because some of these, honestly, are going to seem so simple. Most just start with really overcomplicating lead generation when they start to think about it. So, way number one, I want you to use your social media content. Duh. Ask for the leads, okay? Social media can do a few things for your brand. Most people look at it as credibility, and 99% of entrepreneurs I talk to barely generate any leads from their social media. It honestly hurts me to hear that. But even if they post on social media every single day, if they have lots of followers, it doesn't bring in the leads. So I would rather have it build that credibility, but I also want my social media to be a huge lead generation spot for me. Now, want to know the number one mistakes that I see people make with their content? They don't ask the leads. They don't put themselves out there. They don't talk about what they do have to offer because they are afraid to sell. They are so focused on content creation that they actually forget the reason why they're on social media in the first place for their business. So start talking about your offers. From today forward, promise me that. Okay. Can you mention one thing about your business every single day or at least every other day? Pick a place to start, and then it will just start to become more natural to you and you'll get more confident at it. Now, another one for social media specifically, don't forget to update your social media profile bios. It is not just a place for you to say that you love your dog or you love going on adventures. This literally is your billboard. So tell us how you can help us achieve a specific goal over a point, or what we can actually expect from you in your account. Really just wow us with a stat from credibility and tell us why we should even listen to you. And then put a freebie in front of us. Have a call to action and make sure that you are telling us exactly what you want us to do. Plus, when you're using a freebie to generate leads, you'll actually build a relationship and position yourself as an expert. Then you can use this opportunity to really just build that relationship and then convert them into a lead and then into a sale. Now, number three, collaborate with influencers or other experts. At the end of the day, humans will always need other humans, and your business will always need people to really just start collaborating with. Use influencers and other experts to your advantage in the online world. So, whether that is going on social media lives with them, do collabs in some way, promote each other's offers or programs. The key here is making sure that you are collaborating with someone who is also serving your dream client, just in a different manner. That is very, very important, but it's a win win essentially for both of you. And when you start promoting each other's offers and you start to build that relationship, you're essentially having someone else boost your credibility as well. And when their audience already trusts that person and their opinion, they're going to start to trust you too. And they're going to trust that you are the person to help them with another problem that they have. And you don't just have to do it on social media too, by the way. You can even use their email list to promote you in your offers and even vice versa. So, for example, let's say that you have an online program. They can promote that program to their email list. Then, typically, you would give them a commission on any sales that actually come in from their audience. But don't forget, only collaborate with influencers or experts that share the same target audience as you, or you're not going to see the results that you're looking for. Okay, so number four, you can start to participate and just start to show up in more online communities related to your niche. So, being a part of a community is honestly such a wonderful thing for so many reasons, whether that's online or offline. But one way that you can generate leads organically is by building the relationships within these communities. So, be that person who is always available to help or to give a tip or to answer. Literally get your name out there so people have an idea of who you are. Are there other entrepreneur groups or Facebook groups that you can be joining, or even Instagram communities? Are there masterminds that you can be a part of? Whatever it is, just get with your people and start to build that relationship. So, again, if they post questions, answer back. Once they see your name come up often, you'll start to position yourself as this expert, and naturally, you're going to start to bring people into your world or your bubble. Now, the first step is getting yourself out there. Number five is going to be using your LinkedIn profile. So I am kind of active on LinkedIn, but I personally don't use it as I should. So it's definitely something I'm going to work on in 2024. But if your audience is on LinkedIn, I highly recommend focusing on some attention there. There's an episode that I actually did with Judy Fox. I will link that in the show notes for you because seriously, it is so powerful. But really, LinkedIn is like this gold mine of professionals. So use LinkedIn to engage with your audience and build relationships with them, just as I said with the community. You can also use their article or their blog feature and provide value and show up more as that expert directly on their platform too. So LinkedIn is all about the community. It's all about networking, just as you were going to do with the community one, or if you're in person networking. So show up, engage on the platform, show them that you fully understand your industry. You are that go-to expert. It's about showing up as that expert first, leading with that value, and then the leads are going to start to flow in. Now, number six for you, launch a podcast. Seriously, I absolutely love podcasting. It is such a fun way to show up and speak to other experts if you have guests come on. It's also an entirely different way to connect with your audience. It's not just about selling whatsoever. That's definitely not why I'm here. It's to help you on a deeper level than what I can do on social media. On social media, really think about it. People want this short, straight to the point content. They're in and out all the time. Whereas podcasting, people literally intend to spend at least 10 to 15 minutes of their time looking for the value from you. Okay. They're looking for you to positively impact their lives. So, leveraging podcasts is a perfect way to build this genuine relationship with your audience and allows you to go even deeper. Now, it does feel really authentic as well when you get to talk to someone on a podcast. But just a quick pro tip, make sure that your podcast episodes always have a call to action. You always want to send them somewhere. So whether it's downloading a freebie, going to a different podcast episode, registering for an event that you have going on, going to your website to read your blog, whatever it is, you want to encourage them to go and take that next step within your business. And you'll start to see leads come in. And it's really, really powerful when you hear them say, hey, I actually found you through your podcast. It's a great feeling when you get that first comment. Okay. I truly, truly love podcasting. Now, number 7, get back into blogging. Now, blogs definitely are considered this old school method for marketing, but it's still a fantastic strategy from a long form content, especially if you focus on SEO within the blog. Essentially, what's going to happen is every single time that you post a new blog on your website with new keywords in it, the internet's going to scan your website, and any new phrase or keyword, it's going to basically bump it up to the top again. So it, being the internet gods or the robots or whoever is behind the scenes doing this SEO stuff, but essentially there are a lot of good things that you can do through blogging, but it really comes down to boosting that SEO. Now, I do remember when I started learning about blogging and SEO, it was way before I even got into my corporate job as a marketing coordinator, but I was actually working for my dad at the time, and I literally watched videos all day long, learning all the different tricks. I can't remember them all now because it's not something that I honestly focus on, but we're going back like 10 years now. But when you bold your key phrases, or if you underline them and you put them in headers versus body, it's actually going to help boost the SEO. So anyways, I'm kind of just rambling now, but make sure you label things within your blog and make sure that you're always really focusing on the SEO side of it, because what's going to happen is when someone goes into Google and they type in that specific keyword, ideally your blog is going to pop up. So next one is number 8, grow your YouTube channel. I probably should have mentioned this one first, or one of the first one, because it's definitely going to pick up speed here in 2024. YouTube has always been a beast. It is the second largest engine next to Google. The key with YouTube is people are literally coming onto YouTube to learn something. They're physically looking for something. So what I suggest doing is making long form content where you can teach people information. So whether that's informative topics, the step-by-step processes on how to do something, but essentially you're creating this long form that people can watch. And then what you're going to do is going to create little shorts, basically like little reels, and you're going to be able to reach an entirely different audience. So just like podcasting, people lean on YouTube to get something valuable and impactful. So use it to your advantage to position you, your brand, again, as that expert. That's kind of like the keyword here, show up as the expert. You can even eventually add in ads for YouTube's and promotions throughout your videos for affiliates or for your offers, but I'm keeping things organic here. So number 9, let's talk about another place that is kind of like that billboard that people see all the time. Your email signature. Just like social media bios, this is something that business owners often miss. But think about it. If you can optimize your email signature with your offers in some capacity, how many times have people seen that? People who are getting your emails are already connected to you in some way, shape, or form. They've already built at least a slight relationship with you. They're at least interested in what you're offering. Now, your next step is to turn them into a client. So have a clever hook, grab attention with your offer, have a link to send them to the next step within your business. Utilize your email signature. Now, that could be a wait list to join your program. It could be to enroll in a workshop, to book a discovery call. Just give people the option to become a lead or turn them into a sale by using this one piece of that billboard for you. Number 10, this one is all about Pinterest. So I personally always go on Pinterest for home decor or recipes. That's just always kind of what I've used it for. But I didn't start looking at it from a business side until after I did a podcast episode with Sam all about Pinterest. I now use it multiple times a week. It is a great way to get people back to your blogs, to your YouTube, to your podcast episodes. See how things are starting to kind of align and go together. Or even if you want to have your freebies or masterclasses, it's a fantastic way to get there. Now, I didn't do it in the past because I assumed people were just like me going on there for home decor, and obviously that's not what I do. But once I did some research and started looking at other people within my industry, I saw some huge potential there. So go on Pinterest and do some digging. You'll get some new ideas of what you can do, but just remember to give value and link them to that next step within your business. And check out that episode I did with Sam. It will help you a long shot. Number 11 is a very, very, very popular way to generate leads. Host webinars and workshops. I absolutely love them. And actually, almost all of our clients run monthly webinars for their business, myself included. You can combine these with paid ads and you can get lots of people on them, or promote them organically with any other method that we've already talked about. Post on LinkedIn, social media, put it in your bios, put it in your email signature. But with these workshops or these webinars, it's something that's really, really going to position you as this expert and allow you to build this deeper connection because they're there with you live. And when people are with you live, they get to see you in an entirely different way within your business than they do on social media. Now, after the webinar and workshop, you want to give them an offer to help them with that problem that they have. Now, I love hosting webinars with a warm audience and promoting organically first, because when you know that it converts with a warm audience, it's going to convert with cold traffic. It's going to be slightly different, but it will still convert. And the very last tip, number 12, it's kind of a pretty weird one, but it's still useful. This is something that Jonathan George pointed out to me last year. So your Zoom background and your name, those are also billboards for your company. I know. The thought of this was wild to me when I first heard it as well. But the amount of time that I'm personally on Zoom, even more wild. So why not promote myself? Especially when you are in a room with lots of people. So when you turn off your camera on Zoom, what do people see? They typically see a picture of you or a circle with your initial in it. Just think about this for 1 second, okay? Get a little bit open here. What if you created a profile photo with a background that actually promotes your business? Whether that's your logo, a hook, your website. What if you turn on your camera and now you have a virtual background with your logo behind you? What could that do for your business? It's brand awareness. So in my case, instead of just putting in Lisa Ann, you can actually change your name on Zoom, and I can put my website or even add digital marketing expert to my name. So see what we're kind of doing here? We're using where we're hanging out, but we're just increasing that brand awareness. So your name on Zoom, your background on Zoom when your camera is on live, or the photo that you have when your camera is actually turned off. Put these key features together and you will see yourself generating more leads, or at least having more brand awareness. So that is the goal with all 12 of these methods, is to get some eyeballs on you and generate more leads. So how do you get yourself, your freebies, your offers in front of more people? So that you can generate more leads online for your business and really take your business to this next level. From sharing cool, valuable content on social media, to optimizing your SEO with your blogs, to launching a podcast, or even relating with people in groups and on webinars and building that relationship. There are a lot of really fun and effective ways to connect and sell to your audience without actually having to spend money on paid ads and hard selling people. That's a whole other topic on its own. But don't be afraid to keep things real and really just start making good money for your business without spending money on ads. And like I said, when you actually combine all of these organic marketing methods with your paid advertising, it's actually incredible the results that you're going to get, how you're going to generate the leads coming in at a cheaper lead cost because of all of this. And you have that foundation. Oh, and if you do want to dive into lead generation even deeper and learn how to generate leads without having to live on social media, I would love to personally invite you to join me on my upcoming masterclass that is happening in February. To register your spot, simply go to learn.lisaann.ca/social-media-lead-gen. I will put that in the show notes for you. Don't worry. Don't try to remember that. I'll put it in the show notes, but I hope to see you there. But regardless, enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you next week with a special guest, which is all about your mindset. All right, so I'll see you soon. Bye for now.